so many good things, I am not going to try to be as good or better than anything coming up. I know what you're going to look for. You're going to look for, well, I wonder if there's any dessert that I can have. So I don't know how long ago it was that we first discussed when you harassed me to come here. And then it took me till about this week to come up with something that, just to come up with something. And luckily, I do have an assistant that I use a great deal. I'll show you what raspberry sauce is. Raspberry sauce. Raspberry sauce. I'm most impressed because I see all the things that people have, and here are mine. You put them together, you know, and then you heat them. And then once you tell me what you want, then I have my wife put this out for you. Either one of each, or you can have the whole three things. That would be, you can have some cake, you can have some ice cream, and then you can have the delicious raspberry sauce. Right? And then afterwards, if you have any questions, I certainly can be able to tell you how to do it.
And I'll say, I like being at the end, but I'm not going to be last because I see some other stuff. Some other people have problems. I wanted to be very different from last year to this year, but I wanted to be able also to give you the same thing. So what I have is red raspberry jam, and I have a little bit different red raspberry, what's this called, Don?
Jello.
Jello. Really, they have all kinds of things. And it's embarrassing. I have these two. But then I want to be able to put them on something. And I didn't want to do the same thing as last year because I want to be able to test it out to make sure I can keep on doing it. So you call me and say, oh, you know what? And then, like, you know, I'm going to tell you a story. Friday, I said, call me. After so many people called me, I said, okay, I'll do it. So I'm going down for pizza. And I said, okay, I'm going to do it. I got a week or two to wait. And I go home, I say, Diane, okay, I'm going to do this. And she said, you know, it's Sunday. I said, I got a couple weeks. She said, no, it's Sunday. So I called Jim. I said, Jim, is this Sunday or is it the Sunday after? He said, it's this Sunday. So I said, okay, the Smucker's raspberry jam. You take one box of Jello. Don't take two. One small box. You gotta put it in, you gotta really go. Make sure that it's all mixed. Tonight you're going to have a choice, or you can take both. And that would be, this is called cheesecake. And this is called something very precious. What is it called?
Angel.
And today's Sunday. Angel food. And you're going to have a choice. You're going to really have a choice. And I think after you have all of this, you're going to want something delicious. This is all very filling. And it is going to be delicious. Right there. I need to bring you up to date, though, on a couple of things. First of all, I knew that Chef Lou was going to be coming in here, and I knew what he had been through. So when they wanted someone to cook something, I said, no, I'm not going to go against that. Did you ever watch those television programs where there was 4 people that were doing the cooking, and they all met together at the end, who had the best? And then somebody was yanked out all the time? I was not going to be that person. All right, I was not, because they're too good. And I could, if it was just something, I mean, I could be knocked out before I was finished. I tell you all the time, you know. And the only reason you get the ice cream is because when you go by me, after you finished all this, I want you to say, oh, you really did a good job on this one.